Okay, hey, look, a lot of people have asked me questions. We got this, for those of you that don't know, we have the Flag Football League starting next month. And believe me, I am no advocate of flag football. In fact, I'm just the opposite. I grew up playing tackle football. I think it taught a lot of character. But it also taught me how to take Advil and aspirin before I was in freshman year of high school. And that was not good. And I think my career was cut short because of it. So as much as I argue with parents about football is good for your sons or your daughters nowadays, because girls are playing too, which is fine, parents have a point with all the concussion scare and everything. So instead of trying to argue with parents that they got to play tackle football, we're starting a new thing. We're calling it real flag football, and we are going to include what's the most important part of the game is what?
Linemen.
Linemen. Amen. Okay? So it will be more physical. It will be more aggressive. It will be a little more violent. And so parents are saying, but what about my son or my daughter? Is she or he going to get hurt? I don't know. I mean, you can get hurt playing baseball, soccer, volleyball, basketball. You can get hurt playing sports, but if you prepare properly, chances are no. Usually you get hurt in tackle. If you're going to get hurt in tackle, it's going to be getting hit by a helmet or hitting someone with your helmet or your shoulder pads or any of the high impact blocking downfield. So what's the difference between flag football and real flag football? We have linemen. We're blocking, okay? Receivers are star block, okay? Instead of pulling one flag, we're pulling two flags. So it teaches us the importance of wrapping up. But the main thing is we are inviting the linemen to celebrate with us in competition. How many of us have played in 7-on-7 leagues? Was there linemen? And so the quarterback looked all-American, right? Because he was afraid of a buzzer instead of a big dog in his face. So he's going to learn how to play under pressure, okay? And we will give all the respect and celebrate the linemen as we do on Friday nights. You know, I'm sick and tired of passing league because we're really good at it. You know, you got a question, lady? She wants to wrestle. I said something she didn't like. So listen. Bottom line is it starts next month, and we're gonna get it going. So it'll be kind of a new option to playing tackle football. Because I'm not a big fan of flag football, but if it's a little more physical and the linemen are involved, then that should be something really interesting and a little bit better transition to high school football because they don't offer flag football in high school. And as much as this 7-on-7 circus has become a big deal, it's still not real football. You know, it's nothing close to real football. And it's fun because we like to compete, but it needs to be more physical. And if it doesn't have linemen involved, it should not have the word football involved. You know what I mean? Any questions? Nothing. Yes, sir. So to start off, we're gonna just have a tournament. It'll be 5th and 6th will be one division. 7th and 8th will be the next. We're thinking about having a freshman division. Come fall, we'll probably have all levels, the youngsters. But it might be a little bit tough on those coaches teaching little kids to block, but you gotta start somewhere. The biggest problem and the concern I have, guys, is guys are no longer proud to be linemen, you know? Because they grow up playing the different flag football leagues, so they all want to be, all the lineman kids think they're Gronkowski, big tight ends, you know? And I'm not saying it's not cool to catch the football, but it's really cool to block. And for those of you that don't take pride in the line, anyone watch Alabama last night? So you grow up out there, you want to be a lineman. There's a lot of pride, and they're celebrated, you know? I always talk about last year, the best player in the Sunset League was who? Shh, listen, my daughter's not allowed to be here anymore. The best player last year in the Sunset League was Mike Safell, but he never made the front cover of the newspaper, didn't get a whole lot of praises. He wasn't looking for it, but I've never seen a more dominant center. So he was basically, in my opinion, the true MVP. And Edison went all the way, and they won the whole darn thing. And they had an amazing quarterback with an amazing team, but it started and it ended with Mike Safell, who went on to college and started as a true freshman. When you look at what Edison did this year, they had a great year. They beat us, but they didn't do so hot in the playoffs because they were missing the heart and soul of that team, you know? And I don't understand it. I don't know why the media doesn't cover it. They like to cover the pretty boys in the perimeter because everyone's a little bit afraid of the core of the team. And you look at the camaraderie with the line. It's special. It's a true family. So you need the skills to understand that and stop saying, "Look at me on Twitter." Linemen don't do that. No one should do that. Okay, good job tonight, guys. Any questions?